Oh, John heard it.
I'm unmuted now.
True.
Okay, everyone is here and good to go?
Yes, I am
Yes.
loaded back in and all good.
Alright. Anyone want to remind us where we are?
I will.
Ooh.
So, last time we were traveling, basically from Frontera to the mine, we fought some goblins and a Bargus, and we also ran into, and we took care of him pretty well. The Bargus was a little tricky, but we got him. We made camp, and then like the next night we met up with some Tengu who were they were kind of curious why we were camping. Um, Escanor thought to ask them like if they had noticed any unusual activity, and so they did mention like some hooded people like the ones we fought in the city. And then when we got to the town, we actually patrolled and we're looking around and there was like nobody there. It was like really quiet. And as we started going into the different buildings, then we found that the miners had like been killed, but we saw no sign of Escanor's dad. So that's kind of a mixed thing. Like, could be good. At least he's not dead, but we don't know what's going on. And then when we were looking in the Paladin building, then Natalia found the hooded guy that we had wounded, or not that we had wounded, but that Escanor's mom had wounded and that had run away. And so we killed him. And we were just about to venture into the mines. It was supposed to be about midday.
Alright. That was really good. Remember to take 100 experience for that.
All right.
So yeah, you guys were last in the little town. It's about an hour away from the mine. And you guys said you wanted to head straight to the mine right now. It's about midday now. So did you want to decide on a time to go, or?
I mean, do we have any reason to like wait around here? Wouldn't we just like go?
It's up to you guys.
I think as far as Shiraze is concerned, were we gonna do like the little like what we're thinking right now?
Oh yeah, you guys can do that now or at the end, whatever you guys.
I kind of
Prefer.
wrote mine in the thoughts of like what she would be thinking up to the point. So that's why I ask, is because like her thoughts are kind of based on everything that's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you want to do it this session, now is probably better than at the end because I'll have probably a cranky baby. So you would have to wait for mine until I probably put her to bed and came back if you wanted to do it at the end.
Okay, so let's do that now. I don't know who wants to start. Basically, it would be cool just to hear like what your in character thoughts of like what's going on at this point, up to this point, everything that's happened. If you have any like theories of like what's going on or anything like that, or like what their main concern is, stuff like that. Doesn't have to be long. It's like a minute less, whatever. Any takers?
I'll go first.
Okay, go for it.
So Natalia, first off, gets to this, like, wakes up in this stranded area, right? And her thoughts are kind of like, okay, like, where do like I start? Where do I go from here? And then all of a sudden I have like these random people kind of attaching themselves to me. And in order to attempt to save me from these bandits, I'm kind of like, okay, like I didn't really need your help, but okay, whatever. And so I find myself in this interesting city of Prontera, um, with these people, and I don't really know if I want to stick around with them or not, but then they provide to be useful sources of information, so I put up with them. Um, and then all of this stuff happens in the city with the assassination, and I'm just kind of like, I don't give a shit about any of this. I need to find Elroth and kill him. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll kind of like keep going with this and just see where it goes for a little bit until I can just like branch off from these people because I need to go figure out this Elroth. And then some weirdo tries to assassinate me in the name of Elroth, and that's like, well, what the hell? Okay, so now I don't only need to find him and kill him for my duty, but now I need to find him and kill him for self preservation because he apparently knows about me and knows who I am and is trying to kill me. Then Saska appears to be potentially someone to stick around with because he may provide my in to the elven community. Escanor seems to be an honorable man, which is slightly concerning. Only if he discovers my identity before I feel like he feels more honor bound to me than honor bound to others. And Shiraze is interesting, intriguing, kind of a soft woman cat, but I like her. And yeah, I kind of don't care about anything that's happening, but I feel like sticking around with these people and seeing this through is my best way to get to where I need to go, because if I get these people to trust me, then hopefully I'll get their aid finding the elven community and finding this Elroth.
Very cool. Okay. Nice job. Anyone else want to share their thoughts?
I'll go.
Yeah.
So, Shirazi is kind of just caught up in the events that are unfolding. Like, when she first met up with the party, she had her own concerns about, her family and, just for the people watching on the stream, her family is wanting to um, marry her off, and she doesn't want that, so she's run away from them. And so she was concerned about that, but then she's met, these other people, and she's kind of, surprised that she's not really been so concerned about her family, because I guess there's just larger concerns in front of her. She feels like that, you know, she's kind of growing fond of the her companions. She's basically, you know, she has the patron empath, so she kind of is sensitive to other people's feelings, and so she's really invested in finding Escanor's father. She's worried about his family, uh, probably kind of just because she knows he is, and she um, is fond of Natalia. She is glad to have like another woman to you know be around, but like at the same time, she doesn't really know like necessarily. She thinks that Natalia is her friend, but she's not, you know, certain of that. It's just kind of she knows that she's fond of Natalia. She likes being around her, and even Saska, she's you know, uh, surprised to realize like when he was gone a little while ago, then she missed him. So this is kind of her first time having friends, and so she's really like
Mm-hmm.
enjoying having actual friends, and she was definitely the kind of person that kind of you know jumps in feet first. When she makes a friend, she is that person's friend 100%, and that's kind of how she's feeling right now. She doesn't really have any theories on why some of this stuff is happening. She's just wanting to make sure that her friends and their families are safe, basically.
Okay. Nice.
Natalia, y'all are just a means to an end. Shirazi, can you be my best friend? Natalia, what's a friend?
Let's braid each other's hair.
Oh, lordy.
Anyone else want to offer their thoughts of their character?
I can go next, I guess.
I don't want to twist your arm.
Oh, I know. Super twisty.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, as most can imagine right now, Escanor's only real thought is about his father. But over the past couple of nights. He's just questioning everything that has happened so far. He's not really been with the party much until recently, and things quickly started getting, uh, interesting and out of hand ever since the assassination attempt on the king's life. He's questioning if because he got involved, was he targeted? Was his family targeted? Uh, he's questioning who he can trust. Especially the people he travels with, because he only knows as much as he's seen of them. He sees Saska as a cold and distant person. He realizes though that it's probably for a reason. Uh, Natalia, he can't really get a read on. He knows that she is beautiful as she is deadly. She uses her assets frequently, and she tolerates him for convenience sake. At least he feels that way. Shirase is definitely an interesting being to him. He's never really seen a catfolk before. It's not sure how to treat her, but he's just trying to be respectful around her. But ultimately, he's concerned with his father's life. He's not even sure if his father's even alive still.
Okay.
But he is very angry right now.
Ooh. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to do this from an introspective perspective. This is not really third person. This is literally me inside my head,
Perfect.
Saska
Go for
inside
it.
his head. I am troubled. It's only been a week since I met these people, but I'm starting to form a bond with them. Perhaps my lack of bonds as a child makes me yearn for companionship. When I lived in the hills by myself, life was easy. I hated, and hating was easy. The smug elves, who I now find myself working for, and the humans, for their callow disregard, I now find myself traveling with too, who are turning out to be good companions. I also find myself wanting to help the prince against what seems to be a growing conspiracy. Life was easier when I could hate. These cloaked clerics, if you can call them that, they seem to be involved in some bad things. Hildeskarn taught me too well. I cannot seem to hate with impunity anymore. Kala would not want that. Perhaps it is time I've left the foolish hating of a child behind. More disturbing was having to report to Arundel about the goings on of my companions. It weighs on me. I told him nothing so far had aroused my considerable suspicion. I do not know who this Elroth that Natalia hunts for is, and I do not know why she hunts for this person. But I do not think she is a threat to the Elven Kingdom in general. Shirashi is a fascinating person, and her cat is quite a nice cat. And Escanor is exactly the man he's portrayed as in Frontera. He's a hero in the making. Nothing has happened so far, or nothing that has happened so far, speaks of anything to be alarmed about in regards to the Elven Kingdom. I wish I did not have to spy on them, but an oath is an oath, and the elves are my people. At least half my people.
Good stuff. Very good stuff. That's some roleplay experience for earned right there.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. I'm proud of you all. So let's just clear this up. So you're done with this town and you're heading straight for the mine, and it's about midday now. Did you want to like get in there when it was nighttime? Did you want to get there when it was like right in the morning? So did you want to go in the next day? Did any of you want to wait for spells or anything like that?
I'm okay. I personally vote to just head straight in.
I haven't really used any spells, so
Okay.
I feel like that it's fine just to head on.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do it.
All right. So the mine's really close by, so it'll probably take you like 40 minutes to get there or so. It's a pretty straightforward path. Nothing unusual on your way, but when you get closer to the entrance of the mine, you see, um, what exactly should you see? Okay, yeah. So you see a few large crates just positioned right outside the mine. You see one of the crates on the top is all of them are sealed, but you see this one specifically has a like stamped on logo. Um, the logo looks just like a mountain with kind of like it looks like what to be like indicated like snow on the top of the peak. Yeah, that's all you see.
Okay, so a snowy mountain. Do I know this logo?
Make me a knowledge, either history or geography, whatever's better. Anyone can make this check if you're trying to figure out like what you. Okay, well, Saskia knows that this is clearly a depiction of the Ice Crown Mountains, and you can surmise that clearly this crate was or is supposed to be sent there, I guess.
Okay, that
Or
my
maybe
next
it
question
came
was
from
going to
there.
be, did it arrive or what, has it been sent?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like you can't really. I guess you can't. I don't know how you would discern that. So you can let me know how you
Okay.
would go about trying to figure that out.
I'll open one of the crates and see what's inside.
Sure, these are
I
just
mean,
nailed
if
shut.
it's like mining tools, it's probably being sent here. If it's like crates of ore, it's probably being sent there. Now I know
Right.
the Ice Crown Mountains to be the Dwarven Kingdom, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So which crate are you opening? Are you opening there's one fairly large one on the top that where you saw the logo for the Ice Crown Mountains, but the other ones are just bare crates, and there's like 3 or 4 of them just around as well. Are you opening them all, or are you opening one specifically?
And when you say how big are the crates? I mean, do I have to climb up on top of it to open it?
No, the crates are probably like it's like an average size crate. I don't know what the dimensions are of an average size crate. Like
3 feet tall,
Yeah.
2 feet tall.
yeah, something like that. These are just made out of simple wood. It looks like they're nailed shut, so you just have to pry it
Okay.
open with a blade or something. You could open it up with enough time.
I'll turn to Escanor and ask, do you ship to the Ice Crown Mountains? Do we get shipments from? As I'm basically just prying it open.
Yeah, Escanor, you can make me some sort of knowledge check. What would you make? What do you have ranks in? Do you have any ranks in knowledge?
Nothing.
He's Jon Snow.
I
He has
know
nothing.
nothing.
I have skill in 2 of them, but
Which one?
I don't really have ranks in any. Dungeoneering and engineering.
Okay, just make me an
So
untrained.
neither one of those will help.
So yeah, you're from a noble family that was your father was directly overseeing the mine. So maybe a knowledge nobility check, even if you're not trained in it, just make it. You can't remember.
Yeah, I've kind of like stepped away from that side of the family anyway.
you haven't been like you don't really talk business with your dad that much. So
Why do you have a -2 in that?
Probably
Roll,
encumbrance from.
No, you shouldn't be encumbered.
Oh no,
for
yeah,
knowledge.
he has a really low intelligence.
He's just
Oh,
wearing such
okay.
heavy armor, he can't remember.
He's
Right?
had
My
many
armor makes
concussions.
me dumb.
So
I fought a
Escanor,
lot.
do you ship to the Ice Crown Mountains? And Escanor replies, I like eggs.
Sorry, Shiraza, you were saying something?
Oh, I was like, he's a fighter. He's had many concussions, and everyone just chips
True.
away at his intelligence score a little.
Rude. Saska, I'm not quite sure. I don't really I don't really talk business with my father, so I really couldn't say one word.
So is there anything else anyone specifically wants to do with these crates? Do you want to take like a closer look, or do you want to just...
Yeah, I want to look at him.
Yeah, sure. So you can tell the Ice Crown Mountain crate, it's a little bit different than the other ones. It looks newer. The rest of them kind of look like they've been used a few times probably. But this one looks like it was probably like just made
So,
recently
like,
or something like
The
that.
wood in
Yeah.
general looks like to be new wood.
Yeah. It looks
Okay.
different from the other ones.
The
It looks more-
lid? Did you say?
the whole crate. It just looks newer than
Okay.
the other ones. It looks like it hasn't seen like wear and tear from traveling to places or anything like that. Like it looks brand
Okay.
new.
I will use one of my throwing hatchets and pry the lid off.
Okay. With enough time, you can do this. You don't need to make any check or anything. Is everyone standing near him as he does this, or is he alone? Like, how are you? Are you just everyone?
I go,
around
this
him?
sounds like a trap. Back away, everyone.
No. Just tell me how you would open this crate.
I
So I will.
would probably be watching it.
Like, is everyone
I'll
close
basically
to him?
like so I'm imagining that there's like a seam of some kind. I
Yep.
will insinuate the blade of the hatchet into the seam and then just pry it open.
Yeah, I imagine I would be close by.
Okay, everyone.
I'd probably
make
be
me...
off to the
oh,
side just watching.
Okay, make me a reflex. No, I'm joking. so,
I'll
so-
do
Everybody
it.
roll it.
no. So yeah, he pries it open, and anyone who's close by can look inside. You will see a silvery, glistening metal ore that is resting inside. It's about, if you pick it up or examine it any further, it's about 15-pound ore ish.
Okay,
ro-
so
like
it's
it's a
ore that
piece of
they're trying
ore?
to send to the Ice Crown Mountains. Why did we pry this open? Who cares about ore they're trying to send to the Ice Crown Mountains? Can we like get into the mine already?
I ignore her.
So the okay, yeah, for that appraise check, you can tell this is mithril, mithril ore.
Oh, okay.
It's a silvery blue.
So yeah,
15
mithril's
pound.
worth a lot, right?
Yeah, it is worth a
Yeah.
lot. So in what else is in the crate is just like what do you call it? Like hay, like bundles of hay, just like packaged around the ore. But that's all that's
Okay.
in there. If you look at it, just a chunk of ore, mithril ore.
So I look at
Nice.
Escanor and I say, I know this is your family's mine, but this is mithril ore and it's worth a lot. What do you want to do with it?
Nothing for now. We came here to find someone. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. I will put the lid back on, see if I can, just tap it shut.
Okay. You do so. It is now sealed again.
I find it strange. I've seen no sign of these royal guards.
Yeah. So you do not see anyone around the entrance at all. Or I don't know if any of you are trying to hear inside the mine. You're right by the entrance, but you don't hear anything.
Is there any kind of structure at the beginning of the mine?
Yeah. So I'll just say you guys step in the mine unless you're opposed to that.
No. I want to know if there's a structure that we could leave our donkey behind.
I mean, there's probably a few spots you could find to tie him up and conceal him, so it's
All
not
we
right
need is a
super in the open.
tree to tie him to.
Yeah, there's like little makeshift like outhouses and stuff, and little shacks and stuff near the mine.
Yeah, that's what I
miner-
want. A shack.
Yeah, sure. There's a
So
small shack
I'll tie
nearby.
him up inside one of the little things and leave some fodder out for him.
Okay.
We'll see you later, Steven Seagal.
So yeah, are you
Who
guys
is the
just
Steven Seagal you speak of?
Probably his pet seagull.
so are you guys
Ah,
ready to go in the
Odd
mine?
name for a seagull.
Yes.
Can we get in the mine already?
So you guys step into the mine. So you don't move or anything. Chill out. I don't
This
know.
is cool.
I don't know what order you will be in, but I assumed that you'd be something similar to this.
What's the light level in here?
So as you step in, you see it is completely dark in here. You do notice. I don't know how well everyone else can see. I just have Bella's view because she's dark vision. But these things here, this is for Bella. These are unlit torches that you
Okay.
could probably light. But yeah, other than that, it's completely dark. It looks like that these torches would have been lit if there were like active mining going on, kind of thing.
Are they like attached to the wall, or are they torches like I could pull one off and
You
light
could-
it and hand it to
Yeah, you could.
I,
You could.
I
pull
have
it off.
torches. You want a torch? I got torches.
I don't want a torch. I have dark vision. I was thinking of the rest of you plebs.
So yeah, I'll just remind you that it is dark in here. So if you, of course, light a torch, you are illuminating yourself as well. Just something to
True.
think about. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay. You light a torch. Did your vision change? Actually, I can just make. Oh, so if you're holding the torch, I'll just make you the source of the light. Give me a second. So yeah, this is. Hold on. Stop moving. Go back. I told you to wait. Go back.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I didn't
So
know
yeah,
I was still
we're going to
awake.
be using. Yeah, sorry, I should have been clear. We're going to be using the grid here. So if you want to move, use your arrow keys. I know it might be a little tedious, but like your vision will update with each move. So just be slow because the vision is kind of.
How do you use your arrow keys to move?
So you know how in like most games you can just use your arrow keys to move a character. Stop moving! Everyone, stop moving.
Oh, I see. I had to have me selected. I was like, it's not working.
Yeah, you have to select your token. I'm just fixing your vision. So you lit a torch. So
Yeah.
I just need to quickly get the torch stats.
I will turn to Saska and say, is that wise? Now everyone will see us coming if there's trouble.
Yeah, I think it is wise because I would not like Escanor to be tripping and falling down on his face.
And having another concussion.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna get 20 feet of light. It starts getting dim at like 10 feet. It's gonna be in a 360 degrees. And I have a light source coming in the cave, so you'll probably notice a difference once you keep walking forward. But don't move forward yet. Everyone's gonna give me a perception check as you walk into here and you see this first like, it's just like a roof supporting the roof of the mine.
Okay.
I will also say to the group, I know you have a torch lit, but my dark vision goes farther than your torchlight will, so I should probably still lead.
Sorry to interject, but just to let you know something for Bella specifically, everyone else. So as you're walking here with this light, and Jaeger, move your thing back, please. Sorry, so you're doing your perception checks as you walk in. Your token, if you can, just move it back from there. But as you're doing that, so yeah, if you'll notice your vision is whatever it should be. So Bella, yours should be 60 feet of like vision, and then it gets like a little dim near the 50-foot mark. If you can see further than that, that's telling you that there's a light source, and you're able to see further. So if you're seeing further, it's not glitching out. There is a light source or something like that. Just so you know that. Okay.
So I have low light,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. How far?
Which
can you
means
see?
mine should go out to 60 feet.
How far can you see right now?
40.
Right. So your torch is giving you 20 bright light. So your dim light doubles it. So you can see 40. You should be able to see 40 feet. So that's correct.
Okay, I thought my low light was 60.
Your low light depends on the light sources around you. So if there's no light,
Okay.
your sight will not help you, right?
I believe you. I don't really care that much.
Your dim light doubles your vision in dim light. That's what low light vision does, as my understanding.
Yeah, that's how I understand it too, is it just doubles your vision.
Yeah. So whatever the light source is giving you, you get double it basically. And Escanor, you should have like 20 feet of vision maybe around Saska. Is this correct? And Shrize, you should have the same vision as Saska, so you should be able to see like 40 feet.
Yeah,
ahead.
I can definitely see 40 feet.
How about Escanor? Is it working properly?
I see about 20.
Yep, that makes sense. So the light is the torch is on Saska. Just please let me know if you're moving that torch, because then I'm going to change the lighting. But yeah, so with those perception checks, let me just go through this. Who got the... Okay, so Natalia and Saska, you notice that there is definitely a trap positioned in between here. So if
Can
were
you
to-
um can you turn the music down a little bit? I can barely hear you.
Sure, so you can adjust the music on your end as well, because the music is very low for my stream as well. So do you mind doing it on your end? If not, I'll do it.
Nope, I got it. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. So yeah, you guys notice it looks like a mechanical trap that if you were to like cross this tripwire, it would shoot a dart across to hit you.
Alright, I will turn to the group and say, I can see a trap just shortly up above. Is anyone here adept at disarming them? No?
Not
Cool.
me.
Great.
The ring.
So yeah, you'd be our best bet if you would like to try. I will point it out.
So yeah, just mechanically, this is a disabled device check. I don't know if any of you have ranks or are able to.
Why,
disarm it.
you want to wait for me to take my armor off?
Sure, you guys can do whatever you want.
Oh, Sasuke kid.
I don't know if you are feeling any time pressure for this because you are aware that Esconor's father is missing. You know that there's potential enemies in here, and you've just seen a trap. So maybe I don't know if any of this is cluing anything in for anyone, or you care about this at all. Just bringing up some things to remind you.
So
I mean, we could see that there's a tripwire, and we could see where the dart is. I don't know why we don't just stand back and trip it with a stick.
Sure, you could do that.
Or even, I mean, Sasuke could fire an arrow at it.
my perception check, does it appear that this tripwire is going to reset after it is tripped, or will it be disabled after it is being tripped?
Yeah, sure. So with your perception check, you definitely know that this is a mechanical trap. It's not magical. Doesn't appear magical. Yeah, you figure if something trips that wire, you'll fire the thing, and it should not reset itself. You're not aware if I don't know if you're thinking about this, but if it makes noise, I don't know if you care about that. You think it probably would make a noise that may echo through the mine a little bit, but.
And as I'm looking at this, does it appear that this is something, now that I've spotted it, we could just step over and avoid?
Yeah, with a accompanying check, I'll let you maneuver around it. It's kind of hard. It was set up for very precise, so
Okay.
probably some dexterity-based maneuverability. You'll have to get around it.
Okay. Just trying
I
to
mean-
figure out if that's an option.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at Natalia and say, I got a weapon here that's 7 feet long with a blade on the end. I can just trip it.
Go for it. I was just thinking of not alerting people to our presence, but your light is going to do that anyways.
The sass from Natalia.
Okay, I trip it with my weapon.
Okay, give me a second. All right, yeah. So you cut the wire and you hear a whoot, and the dart flies across the side and hits the wall aimlessly and falls down. It didn't make too much noise, but you can tell it like a slight sound of the dart hitting the stone wall and echoing. A little echo travels throughout the mine.
Alright, well, does everyone agree that it's okay for me to take the lead since I have the best vision?
I agree. I think that's the best bet.
Knock yourself out.
It's fine by me. Let's move.
So yeah, just a reminder, you can use your arrow keys with your token selected to move left and right. Just give it a second to update the lighting because it's like updating every time you move. Just to see what you see. You can rotate your icon to change your vision if you want. Just a note for Bell or for everyone, you want to kind of stay close to whoever has the light so you can see where you're going probably.
I don't know how to rotate.
So there's a little box above your icon, or it should be to the right of your token now. You may have to
no.
zoom in and
Okay.
out of your screen to see.
No, I thought you could do it with the keyboard.
Oh, not sure if you can or not. So everyone can just pause here for a second. Sharize, do you have? You're a witch, right?
Yes.
What's your patron of? Like, what's
it's-
your magical? Like, where do you think your magical abilities come from?
I mean, basically, my patron is considered the empath.
Okay.
So a lot of my magic is dependent on like emotions and that kind of thing.
Emotions. Okay. Do you think you'd be at all more susceptible to magic? Like, is that anything you've read about your abilities? Like, are you more, like, are you able to like just tell the presence of it at all? Like, just subtly?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean-
She has that, right? One of your abilities, when you click it actually says you have negatives to emotional effects or something like that.
Yeah, I do have a negative to emotional effect, and
Yeah, there's no emotion effects going on to you right now.
But-
Just give me a flat intelligence check right now as
Okay.
you're walking around here.
I would think I would recognize magic, but I mean, I would have to specifically probably cast detect magic. If,
Yeah, so with that in check, after seeing that trap, you kind of get the idea that maybe it would be a good idea to look for magic as you're going around.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast detect magic. This is what I'm saying to everybody else, you know, just to make sure that there's no magical traps laid for us.
Sure. So hold on. I kind of gave you a hint here, but where do you think you would have said this? And do you tell everyone to stop moving? Because Natalia's kind of in front of you, right? So you'd have to like say
Right.
something for her to stop moving, or do you say anything, or what do you do to initiate
So-
this kind of thing?
I would think that, you know, I would have been mulling the trap thing over in my mind. I'm kind of
Mhm.
at the back of the party, and I probably would have, you know, had everyone, hey guys, hang on just a second, let me cast detect magic.
So are you
know,
whispering this? Or are you saying it in a normal voice? Or are you shouting
I would
to get her attention?
probably say it in a normal voice,
Okay.
assuming everybody's close enough to hear.
Okay. Does the rest of the party stop and let her do her thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just casting it in front of you, so it'll go 60 feet, unless you're casting it in a different way or anything?
No, it's cone shaped, so
Okay. Just give me a second to tell you if you see any, or... Alright, so what do you get here? You get first round. So are you concentrating all 3 rounds in front of you, or are you just doing a quick check as you walk?
I'm basically doing a quick check as I walk.
Okay, yeah. So for the first round, as you cast it, looking this way for 60 feet, right in front of you in this next, I don't know what you call them, braces for the roof, you detect magic. You detect the presence of a magical aura for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, hey guys, you know, there's some magic in the rafters.
It's looks like a, the aura looks like it's everywhere on this, specifically this vertical, like it looks like a little a wall, not like a wall, but it's like a straight up throughout the whole area of magic right in this specific section. So are you
As
staying
it
here to concentrate on it for the rest of the
Yes,
full rounds?
yes.
So the second round you just get 1 magical aura. The third round you get the strength. It's pretty strong, and the location is where I told you with your knowledge arcana. What do you get? Determine the school of magic involved. Yeah. So with that check, you know this is abjuration magic.
All right, and that's like the shielding magic.
It is protective enchantments, yes. Usually. There's some odd spells here and there, but their basis is in like protective enchantments.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm telling the party, hey, so I'm detecting some magic here. It appears to be another kind of like abjuration magic, which is kind of like spells and warding magic.
Mm-hmm.
But Natalia's already walked through that brace, right? So is Esca.
Correct. Yeah, you guys have walked through the threshold of it, and nothing has seemed to happen to you.
Yeah, but it could be an alarm of some kind.
Oh, better get moving then.
Does Saska say that in character?
Yes, Saska actually says that.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, Dahlia says to keep moving, so you guys are gonna keep moving, following it.
Yeah, I figure if they made it safely through, then I probably did too. But at the same time, since this, has kind of taught me that I probably need to be somewhere between maybe Natalia and Escanor just
Sure.
so
Yeah,
that I can see
Yeah.
Yeah.
in case the next trap isn't so friendly.
Yeah. So yeah, if you say, "Okay, guys, let's reposition," so you guys can reposition yourselves and continue on if you want. And as you travel through here, there's nothing like you're not gonna like. I don't know how you want to do this. Do you want to be rolling perception checks if you're looking at something specific, or are you gonna be like, what's your plan as you're going through here? Are you guys just looking at everything carefully? You're moving slowly. Are you moving quickly? So you're not gonna get as good as the look at everything, or what are you doing exactly?
For me, I am detecting magic.
Sure.
Just kind of like as I was before, just kind of, keeping an eye out for any magical traps.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind that you're continually like. So you guys are gonna have to stop, like, quote unquote, stop every few seconds for you to cast a spell because it takes an action, so a few seconds for you to cast a spell. So it'll slow you down
Yeah.
a little bit, but yeah, not a big deal.
What level are you?
3.
Yeah, you can do for 3 minutes at a time, right?
So yeah, so every
Yes.
3 minutes you'll have to. You don't have to do.
I'm
this.
paying attention to the ceiling, and every time we come into one of those braces, we should probably check it.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, just a heads up. Wherever you're moving, your character is where your character is. So don't no retconning where you are.
Yep,
You're,
I'm making sure I'm in back so that everyone can see in front of me.
Yep. So yeah, you walk through that brace. You don't see anything
Jose
out of the ordinary.
says he's lagging pretty bad, so he's
Yeah,
trying to get.
it's a little laggy as you move your character. That's why I said not to don't drag and drop it. You have to move one spot at a time because it's updating the
Okay.
lighting every time you move. It's a little tedious, but I think the effect is kind of cool.
Alright, guys, what do you think? Do we want to go south or go west?
I don't know. You're off the screen. I can't see you.
So yeah, you got to keep up. You got to keep walking.
Oh, Escanor went running ahead, so I'm trying to keep up with.
Let's regroup here, guys.
Yeah, I asked Shirase if she senses anything from either direction, and I'll wait for her to concentrate.
All right, so I am concentrating on my detect magic.
Yep, I'm keeping that in mind. You don't have to stop yourselves to do that every time. I'll just know that you guys are doing that, and I'll let you know if you detect any magic. You have not detected any
Okay.
magic at all.
All right. As far as our pace, I feel like we're kind of going at a steady pace, not like rushing, but like
Mhm.
Rushing is
Also-
going to get us killed. So
yeah, we're trying to be careful.
Yeah, so what you see on the map is what you see. So I'll let you know if there's anything of note when you look there. But if you want to look closer at things, you'll have to let me know, and then I'll ask for a perception check or something like that.
Okay, well then I want to do a perception check facing both directions.
You're just glancing
So
around,
it's-
seeing if you see anything of note, or
No,
anything, or what are you
seeing
looking
if I
for?
can see anything, hear anything, smell anything.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
So this is south.
The way Natalia is. That's what you're looking and doing your check.
Correct.
Yeah, so you just smell the musty old smell of a mine. Nothing unusual. You don't see anything that's out of place. The only odd thing you note is there are clearly no miners here, and I'll remind you, you guys know that there are at least 10 to 12 dwarves missing from the town that you didn't see dead or anything. They just weren't there. So either they're missing or maybe they could be in here or trapped somewhere, who knows. But you don't hear anyone shouting or anything like that.
Okay. So you're gonna go south?
I guess, unless anyone has any other ideas of which direction they'd prefer to go.
I'm going south.
I'm waiting for Escanor.
Is everything on this accurate? So the like everything on this picture purposeful. So like I'm seeing spidery web looking shit. Like
It's not like, oh shit, there's gonna be a spider. It's just like,
okay.
Clearly things have been left here for a while, so webs have gathered in. Maybe it's
Okay.
not as dramatic as that big web there like that, but yeah.
So since I know that Escanor is a human and he can't see very far,
Mhm.
I tell him if he has if it would make him feel better, he can grab my tail so that he makes sure that he stays with.
He could also light his own torch if he wanted. But yeah, he can grab your tail as well if he wants.
It's not like an intimate thing, okay? It's a tail.
No, I know. I'm not saying it is. So yeah,
Oh.
it's not super clear here, but this is a dead end. There's a wall on the other side of there. It's just a
Yeah.
closed off
I just
wall.
wanted to take a look around at whatever is right here. See if
Yeah,
there's
so
anything
you're looking around. You notice that there are a bunch of tools left around the place. It kind of looks. Actually, give me an intelligence check. What you know about the mining industry, and like the care miners would. Yeah, you know that if the miners were done for the day, they would have cleaned up their tools and stuff like that. But this looks like a hasty. People kind of dropped their things where they were working and left them there.
Looks like people left in a hurry.
Nothing else of interest in this room, though?
No, there's I mean, what are you looking for? Like,
Crates.
what is of interest?
Anything that isn't junk?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can see there's some half-open crates that look like they were being loaded with some steel and iron ore. They're like half full. They don't have any markings on them at all. They're just plain old crates.
Okay. That's nothing of interest to me.
Okay, yeah, that's all that's really in here besides the tools and stuff left around. You don't notice anything else really.
My perception check is for looking over on this side.
Yeah, just scatter tools. Those are the crates of the ore, half-packed ore and stuff like that. There's
Again,
nothing...
dead end?
This is a
dead end
closed
room?
off room. As you, I don't know if it's coming across with your lighting and stuff, but yeah, it's a closed off room.
I guess we need to proceed the direction west, up above.
I don't want to get too far ahead of them because I'm the light source.
Yep. I'm just assuming at every like roof, what do they call them? Structure that's brace. Those braces, you're just checking them for traps and stuff like that. So I'll let you know if you see anything out of the ordinary. But yeah, you don't see anything like that other trap you saw because you know what you're looking for. You're detecting magic every few minutes. So you're pausing and saying that. You don't see any magic or detect any magic.
Okay, passing this brace then.
Yep. So, just a quick check. You guys are trying to move quietly, or are you guys just moving at an average pace, like just normally?
Yeah, I'm probably moving pretty slow.
Okay. Can everyone give me a stealth check, or anyone who is trying to be quiet or move slowly, just give me a stealth check. If you don't make the check, I'm assuming you're just walking normally and causing no attempt to be quiet. Okay.
I obviously can tell my party members are not super quiet, and we have a light torch lit, so I'm like, what's the fucking point? I'm not gonna even try.
So yeah.
I'm gonna spend my time looking around and looking at detail versus trying to be quiet.
So as you're walking around and trying to be the other party are trying to be quiet. Escanor, when he's trying to hold on to Shirasi's tail and she's kind of stopping to detect magic, he bumps into her and you guys fall over and make a little bit of clatter.
I hiss.
Natalia, make me a perception check. Okay, yeah, you just heard your friends fall over and it echoed through the mine. Saskia, do you want to give me a perception check as well? As they fall over and you hear stuff? Yeah, so as they fall over and you hear that echo, you could swear you hear a slight shuffling sound coming from the south. What is this direction? Southwest. You hear like you heard them fall, and then you heard like it sounded like some other shuffling sounds afterwards, but yeah, that's what you think you hear.
Okay, I whisper that I heard something from the whatever you said, southwest.
Yeah. So you heard something echoing from like this, specifically this direction. If you see my ping.
Let's go check it out.
Yep.
Well, actually, sorry. Give me another. I want a check to see if you can see if it was coming from this side or this side, just because it's kind of echoey in here. I don't know.
Okay,
What kind of check
I
you
do.
can see
I am
now.
trained in
I feel like that'd be
dungeoneering.
survival. Yeah, either survival or knowledge dungeoneering.
Sure, either one. Whoever
Which
has
one? Because my survival is higher than my.
yeah, use your
dungeoneering.
best skill for the task. Yeah, you're sure that it sounded like it's coming from this direction, but it's like echoing from here. So like, I'm trying to describe that like, you feel like it's echoed from here, but it's like further south. The sound had originated, but you heard the echo.
I will indicate. I will indicate that I think I hear something over here, but it's echoing up here. I don't know what that means.
So yeah, in this room you just see more supplies left over. Nothing really special. You do actually with that perception. Yeah, you see traces of blood around. Like it looks like that there was something happened here. There's not a lot of blood, but you're not quite sure what happened here. But you see some blood around, but no bodies or anything like that.
There's blood in here, but no bodies. Where did they go? And I don't see the source of the sound you heard.
Dead end.
Yep.
It appears to be so.
So I am going to search for a secret door, any kind.
Sure. Do you have a? I know elves have some
Nope.
sort of advantage with that, or the second edition or something.
I think that's second edition.
You take your time and you look around. You're feeling like all around the stone walls, and you don't detect any secret doors. You do get the feeling that these walls are pretty thin, so you feel like the sound may be coming from on the other. You heard the sound echoing from carrying across from the other side of this wall to the south of you. So sorry, I'll ping.
Okay.
When you were in this area, you felt that the wall was pretty thin, and that the sound could possibly have traveled through this thin wall.
But there's no holes there or anything like.
Nope, it's solid wall.
I say we go back the other way and check the other.
Do you want to like knock on it to see if it's like you could break it down or something? I don't know what you're getting from that.
Well, but that's what I would think a secret door would be.
So sure,
Some kind of portal to somewhere else.
You can try and do something with you. You can tell that this section of stone wall is thin. Like it feels like while you're I imagine you can describe how you were searching for the secret door, but I imagine you were like hand over hand, like feeling the wall, looking for crevices and stuff like that. So when you came to this section of the wall, you just felt it was like you got a sense that it was like thinner than the rest of the walls that were going across.
Okay,
So
I relay that to the party that this section of the wall doesn't feel right. Somehow feels thinner than.
To see if I can push through it.
Do we have any
Yeah.
like
Push it
sledgehammers around?
Yeah,
Well,
there are mining
picks
tools
everywhere.
around. Yeah, so you can pick
Problem
one
is
up and-
that's going to make a lot of
Yeah,
noise.
do we care about how much noise we make at this point?
I personally don't. I think we're in a hurry to find Escanor's father, or just to find anything. At this
Alright.
point, I welcome whatever's going to happen.
I pick
I'm
up a
getting tired
sledgehammer
already.
and smash it.
You smash the wall. A piece of chunk of iron ore falls to the ground as you smashed it down. Actually, give me an attack roll. See how hard you smash the wall.
Do you want me just roll
I give her
melee
guidance.
or just
Yeah,
like
just
a
roll
regular old?
your sword or whatever, your weapon. Just roll it.
Wait,
Just-
do you have guidance?
It doesn't work like guidance, but sure.
So you hit
I mean,
the
I
wall.
have guidance.
Did you want to tell her to wait and give her guidance before that? I think she just
Natalia,
hit the
would
wall.
She can attack the wall again.
Sure. So the first hit, she just chips at the wall. It makes a loud clanging sound that echoes throughout the mine, but nothing comes off the wall. So yeah, she takes her time and then she winds up and smashes again, and a chunk of iron ore comes off the wall this time, but the wall still seems solid, but a louder noise echoes through the mine.
The fuck?
So do we
Everyone
think
give me a
there's
perception check.
So I just want you to be aware of, if we're ever dealing with any kind of human, okay, I get
Okay.
+2 to that.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Because they are my hated enemy.
I
Favorite
like
enemy.
eggs.
So yeah, Sasuke, you can tell that this wall is definitely a solid wall. You just feel like sound may have echoed around something behind this wall, like it echoed around through a passageway, or some of the sound just came through because of how thin it is, but you feel like you'd have to be here for at least an hour or something smashing at this to break through it.
Okay, so there's possibly a chamber or a passage on the other side, but we're not getting to it this way.
No, hold
Are
on.
there
but
any?
Sharize, when you're looking at this, you can swear that there is a secret here. You know, if you spend a little more time, you can probably find a secret door through here.
Can I spend like concentrate on detecting magic
Sure.
for all 3 rounds?
Yeah, you do that. You detect no magic.
Okay.
But you could swear that there's a door through this wall.
Is there any explosives around here?
There are no explosives around here. But
Why
yeah,
don't you try?
Therese, I think you're high. I don't see any sign of the door. Did you like eat some catnip?
That's so rude. Not every cat folk likes cat.
so as you guys are talking, Sasuke, with that perception check, you also heard an echo of a low grunt coming from the same area you heard it from earlier. Sounded similar, although it sounded
Does it-
closer now when you were next to that wall. Like it sounded like, yeah, there's definitely someone or something making that sound that's on the other side of that wall, close to that area.
Is there maybe something like blocking it on the other side that we can't get to?
I think we should go explore that other passage.
Sure. You guys move on from here, or what are you guys doing?
I don't know, our high cat swears there's something right here.
The rest of you, I don't know if Escanor made a perception check, but yeah, Sasuke, with that perception check, you know this, like I said, this wall would take a few hours at least to break through with that hammer. And there doesn't appear to be any passageway through.
Well, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve, but I'm not going to waste. Come on.
Natalia, give me a perception check as you're looking down this passageway. Yeah, so in the distance, by this like little, there's like little benches and looks like a little communal area for miners. You see two dead dwarves hunched over. Yeah, that's what you see from there.
Alright, I'll turn back to the party and say, dead dwarves up there.
More dead dwarves.
Oh, good. I'm kind of hungry.
If anyone's religious, maybe they could offer a prayer for them.
Are you guys examining the bodies any further, or are you guys just seeing them and moving on?
I'll take a cursory glance to see if I can tell what killed them.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Were they bitten, clawed to death?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask. Ooh, give me a second with that check. So Sasuke is looking over the bodies, and I will give you an answer in a second here.
Right? That perception check on my... This one's name was George.
So, no. But you see that there are two huge gashes in the back, in their backs, and you can tell that this was clearly done by a large weapon of the axe variety, for sure. And it looks like these dwarves were caught unawares, like maybe they were eating food or something, talking to each other, but it's both gashes are in their backs, so they didn't see it coming clearly.
Okay. I related that to the rest of the party, that these look like surprise attacks
And the
by
body...
some kind of large axe weapon.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. The bodies also look the same age of death as the other ones you found in the town.
And that the deaths occurred about the same time as the ones in town.
Also, with that perception check, while you're looking at the bodies, you hear that grunt again, but more loudly. You hear like... And
Where
like
does
a
it
shuffling.
sound?
I warn Natalia that she's probably headed for whatever killed these things. I can hear something up there grunting.
Bring it on, I haven't had a good meal in a while.
Jesus, you guys are like cannibals or something? You guys just eat
No,
your...
just her.
Would it be cannibalism if they're a different race or species than?
True. So yeah, Sasuke, with that perception check, again, are you trying to... So you heard that grunt. Are you trying to identify what that was at all, or are you just content with
Yeah,
it?
sure.
So do it...
I mean, if I hear it, I'm not gonna be like, I have no idea what that is, and I'm not even gonna speculate.
So what check would you make to try and discern a grunt that you
I
pretty
have
sure it doesn't sound...
Dungeoneering, nature.
Give me a nature check to see if you can see what creature or being made that grunt noise. Yeah, it could go either way. Maybe it was just your mind playing tricks on you. Maybe you didn't even hear a grunt. But yeah, you're not sure what it was.
Okay.
Can he describe
again?
to me?
This is
Yeah,
party sheet.
I look at her and I go.
The party sheet
I
made a
had-
nature check.
I thought I had myself selected.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it wasn't. Well, you didn't even hear it, actually.
Well, no, I was meaning, could he describe it to me, and maybe I would know
Sure,
based
give
on
me,
like.
Sasuke, give
If
me
I was
a,
glitter, maybe.
yeah, give me a perform check to recreate the sound you heard. Yeah, he does it. He does a grunt sound that's, and then yeah, with that nature track, you're sure if it made the similar sound that he made, that it's probably not a human that made that sound.
Well, that certainly doesn't sound like a human.
I look at her and I say, I tried my best.
Hey, that's all you can do, buddy.
So yeah.
You have way too much. Oh, I see. There are lights there now.
Oh, do you want to say that or bring that up? So yeah,
Well,
if you
I
notice
mean,
your
if
vision
everyone
is
can all
extended,
of a sudden see 120 feet, I'm sure they can see the torches.
can Shiraze and Escanor see the light up ahead?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you do notice that there are torches lit. Sorry, I accidentally
Hey, that torch moved.
Sorry, it did not move. So you notice there are torches lit in this section.
He's gonna detect magic.
You detect no. Where are you detecting magic?
60 feet.
So 60 feet in a cone.
Yeah, you detect no magic. As you're coming up to this bridge, you'll notice that there's. Hold up, stop moving. Just go back a bit. Natalia, yeah. Okay. So as you're coming up here, you notice that there is no longer a stone floor beneath you, and that there are boards, kind of making a floor, and there's like a black space below it. So clearly, there's like a
Water?
pit below it. No, you don't hear any running water at all. But make me perception checks as you come up to this bridge. Okay. Yeah, so Natalia and Sasuke, you can see that right about here, there looks to be a trap on one of the boards that looks like it's triggered to give way when you step on it. So it looks like you can just see like this mechanical, again, it's like another like tripwire that once you trip it, you can see that something's gonna like break the board once you trip that wire.
Is it in such a way where we could just step over that particular board if pointed out to everyone?
Yes, but you'll need to make a dex check because it is set up precisely, and it's the way it's positioned is you'd have to avoid stepping on the weakened board
And now,
as well.
is it just the one board would give away, or like the whole bridge would give away?
You can't tell. You can just tell that there is a tripwire, and it looks like it's designed to just break. Like it looks like it's meant to. You're gonna fall if you trip that wire. You're gonna fall through.
Okay. I will relay to the party that it looks like there's a board up here triggered to make you fall through. Since no one is adept at disarming these, we can either attempt to trigger it and hope it doesn't destroy the entire bridge, or we can attempt to step over it and pray no one misses and falls.
Well, both of us, in fact, we have three very strong people in the party right now. We could tie a rope around each other, and one person falls, the other three can prevent them from falling too far.
Potentially.
That's the upside to Sasuke. The downside is we're all tied together. So if two of us fall, all of us fall.
Okay, so can you paint it again for me again?
Sure. It's around this area. You see it.
Okay. So, like, about right in front of me, right?
Yeah. You can see that the tripwires here. There's a few tripwires. Like, it's a device triggered that it's going to be. You could maneuver around it, but it's a little bit difficult. But you could. but it looks like it's planned to give, like, this section of the bridge would give away if you were to trigger it.
Okay, well, we have 50 feet of silk rope. I'm going to tie it around your waist and go across, and then once you get across, we'll send the next person.
Let's do it.
Okay.
As you're taking your time doing this, you hear a low growl.
Spoopy.
All right, I say, you shut up over there.
Do you actually say
We're
that?
busy. No.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to
Actually,
just trigger
I
it?
thought about it. Why don't we just call that thing out and see what happens? Do we want to do with that thing and the bridge at the same time?
Could we get that thing out on the bridge and then trigger the trap?
I don't know, because I am saying this rather quietly, so I'm sure it knows we're here, but where'd the growl come from?
Sorry, I'm just wanting
Down?
Sorry, hold on. I want to let me
Shirazi
resolve
is
the
right
detect
at-
magic. I
Okay,
can't see
Shirazi
her.
is-
Is she in the same
Yeah,
cell as
that's-
someone?
Yes, she's in the
I'm-
same spot as Escanor.
Okay. Let me just measure out here. Yeah, you do not detect any magic.
Okay.
Why don't we send Shirazi across first? Because frankly, she's probably pretty light, and I can probably jerk her back across if something jumps out.
Okay. Cats are naturally dexterous, right?
Yep, give yourself guidance.
That's a good idea.
You imbue yourself with guidance.
So remember, if you need to make a saving throw of some kind, to say, I'm using my guidance.
Oh,
So what are you trying to do? You're just trying to avoid triggering the trap?
yes.
Sure. Give me a second.
And I could have sworn I didn't hear you say, I'm using my guidance.
She didn't, but it's okay.
I thought that you said if I needed to make a saving throw, like a reflex save.
Yeah, so that may come into play now. So as you're trying to move over this tripwire, there was another one in your way and you didn't quite see it and you trigger it. Make me a reflex save.
All right, and I
As
am
the
using
ground
guidance.
beneath you starts to the boards be as you try to avoid falling forward into the weakened board that's breaking apart.
Can I see that she's about to fall and do anything to try to help her?
Sorry, let's clarify what happened before. You said there was silk rope being involved. Was she tied to
Yes,
something?
she is.
Yes.
There's a piece of. We have 50 feet of silk rope that you put on our little doohickey.
Mm-hmm.
Although my ranger's kit has rope in it also. I have tied that around her waist, and if she's going to fall, I'm going to yank her back.
Okay, so as she kind of trips on the wire and she's falling forward, you can give me a dex check to see how quickly you can react to her
Dex
falling.
check?
Yeah.
Initiative, maybe?
Oh, sure, yeah. Give me initiative checks for people who are trying to pull on whoever had the rope to pull
So,
her back. So also, Sharize, roll me initiative to see if they can beat your initiative to fall.
Oh God.
Jesus! Shirazi!
So, okay. So she's falling. Give me a reflex save for Shiraze.
All right, and I am using guidance on that.
Sure.
ugh.
God!
No, there's no. Remember that she's rope tied to her.
Yeah, but
Because you're not going to fall very far.
yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to describe. I should have asked this. Like, how much slack was on the rope and all this?
None.
Like, none. So
I
how
mean,
could
I
she
feel
walk
like
forward?
2 feet, maybe.
I feel like just enough to let her get across the area she was trying to go. So like enough to get to like here.
So you're here.
So literally,
50
what's
feet of
happening is
rope?
when she's
Well,
walking.
no wait, I guess.
So wait. So when she's walking, okay, imagine the rope being taut, like she can't move. Okay, I'm
Okay.
giving her enough to where the rope might dip down to the floor, maybe
So, like, let's say an extra 1.5 feet of rope.
2 feet. I would have
All
gone
right,
with
2
2
feet.
feet.
We'll call it 2 feet. Okay.
Shirazi dies.
No. So
This is some Final Destination crap.
So as you trip and follow the rope, two of the boards of the bridge break forward. You're falling forward, and you are caught like midair as Sasuke holds the rope tight, and you're basically like, you know that scene in Mission Impossible when he falls down and barely hits the floor, and he's
Yes.
suspended in air. You're kind of like that, like right above the pit, and you see the bottom of the pit. There are spikes.
Oh, okay.
So you're just hovering in the midair right now, and the board's broke and a loud noise made, and there are.
I will
Yeah, go ahead.
help Saska pull
Yep,
her.
I'll just pull her up.
Yep, you all can
Now,
pull her up.
I was gonna say, can I cast? I can cast Featherfall at will on myself.
That is true.
So could I do that to help them pull me up?
You don't
Between
need
the
to.
three of
Yeah,
us,
by the time they're
We
pulling
can
you
throw
up.
you 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, well, as you're thinking about casting that spell, they've already like pulled you back up. But there are now 2 boards missing, I guess, in this area here. And you can see the exposed pit. There's still a few tripwires slung across that... who had the high perception checks for the trap? Saska and Natalia can notice them. There's still more tripwires like back and forth. And as the boards collapsed, give me a perception check from everyone who was not crossing the bridge.
I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy panicking.
Yeah. So everyone was kind of focused on Shiraze falling, but Natalia was had her attention elsewhere as well. And you can hear after the boards break, you heard people talking and like shuffling from this. Let me get my ping. You hear
Gotta
stuff
do a
from this
Gandalf.
area. You hear like at least 3 or 4 voices that like responded to that noise. You didn't hear what they said, but you heard like shuffling and voices saying like, "Whoa, what was that?" Like you heard like voices.
Okay, I comment in a quiet voice, maybe we should get ready for an attack rather than
You
navigate the
didn't
trap
hear
at this point.
that.
Yeah, only Natalia hears this. Noticed it. It's quiet afterwards. It's silent again. Well, you hear... Natalia can hear a slow, heavy grunting / breathing. Like...
Okay.
No one else noticed that, just Natalia.
I'm not really good at sports, guys. Maybe we should get Natalia to try and navigate this.
I'm not super dexterous, but I mean, what would it be to like if we engage the trap and the boards fall? Like, what is it going to be then to get across it? Like, is that just going to be like a dex check or acrobatics or
Is there a jumping skill?
no?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah, to jump over it.
Lovely.
I have levitate.
But at this point, I could still attempt to step over the trap.
No, you'd have to like hop over it. It wouldn't be hard, but you still have to do it.
Yikes.
Don't mind that.
So I have a question.
Yep.
I have levitate. Is it possible for me to levitate myself to the other side? Like,
I believe you can levitate vertically, not move horizontally. So you could levitate up, and then you'd have to figure out they could like push you, I guess, across.
Pusher. No. I will just attempt to get across. I will make myself.
As you guys are on the bridge, you see someone come into view and roll initiative.
Okay.
okay. And now I roll a 5 for initiative.
Are we surprised?
You are not surprised. You all heard noises, and you were expecting something over here.
Well, I was told I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear that specific noise, but you were aware. I mean, do you want to be surprised? You're not surprised. You're aware that there is something going on over here, and you may be like a sudden like shock, like, oh snap, who the hell's that? But you're prepared for combat. So let me just roll some initiatives here. hope it doesn't show this shit. Don't worry about all these initiatives. Everything is fine. This is fine.
I'm currently okay with the events that are unfolding.
We're just opening up some character sheets.
wizard. I will strike thee down.
All right. So there's no surprise rounds. Everyone is just doing their thing. This guy going first. He's gonna come over here and see all y'all there, and he's gonna say, "Okay, what does he want to do?" He's gonna point his finger at the person right in front, and you hear a voice in your head, and it's telling you, everyone around you, they want you dead. You need to kill them before they kill you. They're gonna kill you. You need to strike them. And he tries to give you a murderous command. Make me a will save.
Everybody?
Nope, just Natalia.
Fuck.
Okay.
Alright, I get to kill my party members.
So, you now have the mental urge to kill your nearest ally.
Right,
And you must obey this to your best ability.
Your nearest ally, Escanor.
Just give me a second. I'm gonna just reveal all their roles so you can see what's happening.
Actually, technically, alright, Escanor is 1 and Shirazi is... Sorry, Shirazi.
Please do not murder your party.
I sure as hell hope I don't.
Sorry, just give me a second. I'm just taking off their roles from whispering so that you know I'm not cheating.
Cheater, cheater.
Let me reposition this.
Also,
Wait,
we're
what's
getting
going-
a thunderstorm, so I don't think it'll affect anything, but just in case, just so you know, we are getting a thunderstorm.
Yeah, sorry, just for the stream purposes, can you turn your character back to the fight, just so there's lighting? Or vision there? Yes, thank you. But for purposes, your character's obviously facing the other way, but yeah.
Question.
I also want to make sure, is she in range of that spell?
Ooh. Let me double check that.
25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels. So
Good
if she
call.
is, we're dead regardless, because he's 10th level.
Ooh. Okay. All right. No, sorry. Okay. Never mind.
I will not murder Shirazi.
That was my bad.
Thank
Good call. Good call.
Normally, I wouldn't rules lawyer like that, but
No,
she is
but that's,
fully
no,
capable
no,
of
you're right.
one-shotting Shirazi.
You're right. He's too far. He just.
I was about to ask, just in case you pulled this on me later.
Mhm.
Murderous command. So I have the urge to kill my nearest potential. Right. Okay. So, what if Shirazi on her turn took a 5-foot step back?
Mhm.
Now it's just technically. So my role technically, like, okay, what I'm trying to get is, would I be compelled to kill the closest person to me the very second the spell went off, to where like I'm focused on her? Or if she took a 5-foot step back, then my turn comes along. Now Escanor is the closest. Would I then change my focus to Escanor? Like,
Yeah, I think the spell takes effect at your turn. So when your turn, who's nearest to you attack? Not.
I mean, not only that, but I think it says the best of your ability. And I think stepping through Escanor's threat range would not be the best of your ability. So
Yeah.
okay, I was just
So
curious.
yeah, sorry. So he just moves here, and he says that you're all gonna die for coming in here. That's all he does.
You're gonna die.
That's all.
Ladies
Your turn.
first.
So just a reminder, there is a trap thing here.
Yeah,
And there's two boards missing. You gotta make it like a small jump over there to make it across.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna make them try to come to us.
Yeah, step back. We could retreat at this point and make
50
them cross
feet.
that.
I'm just gonna attack him with my longbow. Oh, lovely.
But not
So-
well.
Okay, wait. So we should have covered this before. So when combat began, you drew your weapons. Did you have your sword out? And if so, do you drop it and draw the bow? You cannot sheathe your weapon and draw the bow. So you have to drop. You have to literally have to drop your sword.
Okay, well then never mind. I'm not gonna do that because fuck that. I'm not dropping my sword right here.
Well,
Okay, so what check?
Try not to meta. Would Natalia would have drawn her bow first or her sword?
No, she would have drawn her sword for sure.
Okay. So yeah, your sword's out. So you can drop it and take the bow out, or you can sheathe your sword and
No.
take a move action and stuff like that.
I like that idea. Saska will actually mutter that out loud. Withdraw. Make them cross over the trap. If anything, they'll at least disarm it.
Do you say that in like a normal voice?
No. I remember I said that quite quietly.
You say it quietly? Okay.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm
Well, he's
looking at
listening. Okay.
something
Whoops.
to see if it has a range. I can't tell if this has a 20 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. So yeah, so I wouldn't be close enough. Where exactly are the broken boards?
They are right here, approximately.
Ah, shit. So I can't really move any farther forward without trying.
No,
having
you'd
to go
have
over
to.
'em.
Yeah, you can tell it's a simple.
Can I help you out, John?
Yeah. What's up? Sure. You can tell it's a simple. It wouldn't take much to get across it.
Okay, I need acrobatics to get across it.
Yep. Just don't roll a one.
I have a fucking -2, man. All right.
Just curious.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with withdrawing and making them come to us?
Because I want to go smack him.
Yeah, so you kind of lose your footing a little bit, but you get over it.
So how much of that move did I just? How much of my
Just take your
movement
normal
has that
movement.
taken?
It didn't take up any extra. So
Okay.
wherever you were, you can move your full
So-
whatever you can, 30 feet or whatever.
Charge.
Or you can't charge because she had to hop over. You can't charge. She would have had to charge from the beginning. You have to charge in a straight line, and nothing can impede
So
your
I
attack.
could get to like right here.
Or you can take a full move action and double your move. Unless you want to.
Yeah, this is a little spoopy. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to cast command on him.
Ooh, on who?
The one closest to me, this boyo.
Okay.
I think I'm close enough to do that.
Let me make him make a will
Let me
save.
make Yeah.
He
Ah,
resists your
okay.
command.
All right.
He
Well, I
laughs.
tried.
What was your command that you tried to give him?
I was going to try to command him to disarm the trap.
He laughs and he says, "There's only one person giving commands around here, and it's gonna be me."
I give him the finger. My turn's over.
Okay.
That was a spell you cast?
Mm-hmm. Spell-like ability.
Ah.
Oops. Okay, this guy's gonna come up here, and he's just going to take a. He looks like he's posturing to defend himself. Escanor, your turn.
Jump, 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 jump.
Everything okay? It's Escanor's turn.
He was trying to decide what to do.
Okay. So yeah, your options are you can join Natalia over here with your movement. You can take a full move to get up in their business, but you won't be able to attack that turn. Saska seems to be telling everyone to withdraw, but Natalia has already advanced, so it's up to you what you'd like to do. You can leave Natalia to die. I don't think Escanor would want to do that, so I'm not sure what you want to do.
Come join me, Escanor.
Can you guys hear him?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so that's something that he's been talking this whole time. That's why I'm
Oh.
like, can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
Oh, now we can. Yep.
Now we can.
That's weird. Okay. I said I'm gonna wait till after Shirazi.
Okay. After Shiraze, let me just drag your turn down. Okay. And this guy's turn. He's going to come up here. And he's going to look down. He's going to notice... you see him lock eyes with you, Escanor, and he says, "Come to join your father." And his turn's over. And you see this guy go over like this. He ends his turn. Saska.
I will take. Which guy mocked Escanor?
It was this guy. Yeah, that guy. That was just pinged. Yep.
Okay. I'll shoot him twice.
Alright, go for it. Ooh.
They're humans. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I get bonuses against them.
What is your bonus? Is it down there?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a sec. I do not have
Sure.
the buff active.
Both of those shots will hit without any bonuses to hit, but do you have bonuses to damage?
I'm looking. Yes,
Okay.
+2 each.
Okay, you notice he's barely hanging on to life. Those two, one arrow struck him right in a.
So
Right near the
18. I
heart,
did
one-
18 total.
Yep, and another arrow just pinged him on the side, and he's clutching his wounds, and he's on the floor. Not on the floor, but he's bleeding heavily. Anything else?
Okay. That's a full action turn for me, so I can't actually do it.
Okay, Shiraze.
All right, so I am going to ask Escanor if he would like some guidance before he gets.
I would very much like it right now.
All right,
Jesus.
so I'm going to cast guidance, and that is my.
Sure. Guidance has now been imbued in Escanor.
Escanor is very pissed off right.
Oh shit.
He will try to make the jump.
All right. Give me a
What do I need to
acrobatics
do?
check to get over the pit.
Fuck these negatives, by the way.
Right? I was so scared. I was like, oh my god.
You can tell it's not a hard.
Oh no. Wait, guidance! You got a 1 at least!
Yeah.
You didn't say you were using guidance, but.
Oh, no. I thought he did say
Yeah,
it.
you're
So
gonna-
yeah, as you're getting ready to make the jump, you completely fall, but you can. The hole is not big enough. Escanor's a big guy; he can hold himself, like he's planking over the hole. But you're stuck there for your
Sweet.
turn.
You should not. So now you can walk across.
Sure,
Shiraze.
you could do that. So now we're gonna go with this guy. He's gonna come over here like this, and he's just going to. You see, he has a big. So when this guy walks into view, let me describe this guy. So he's hooded, but he's really big, big muscular guy. You can tell from his not. His hood isn't covering him enough. You can tell this guy's an orc, and he's grunting heavily at you guys and like making motions at you to like come fight him. He's like, "Ah, bring it on!" And yeah, that's his turn.
When you say hood, would you say it's a blight unique?
No. So this guy is going to be back here. And he starts chanting some words.
Yikes.
Oh, where did his character sheet go? Okay, here he is. And here comes the fireball. No. He casts sleep on you guys. Oh, why is the DC 0? Let me look up what this DC is.
Man, all these flippin' will saves.
Nah, trust me, that's not going to do shit to us.
Okay, so
That's going to affect one person.
yeah, so he casts sleep and it's gonna hit the first person. What is the DC here? What DC do you need to make here?
D&D gods, it would be great to have a really good roll right now. Please don't put me to sleep. Yeah. No sleepy time for Natalia.
Let me just program in his DC for next time.
Ooh, I'm sorry. You had to roll a 21. Nice.
Nighty night. I'm just.
Can you choose to do non-lethal damage with a missile weapon?
You can do non-lethal damage with anything. It's just -4 to hit, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, his thing would have been that. Okay, yep. So yeah, you're fine. You resist the sleep effect, and that is his turn. The round is over. And this guy's gonna go. And now, is he in range for his spell? Yes.
No,
He's
no.
now basically what I said
Hey,
before.
I wanted to retreat.
He's gonna try to give you a murderous command.
Why
Really
are the
gonna
will
suck.
saves?
Because now you're going to turn around and try to get back across that trap.
Ooh, you resist the words that he whispers in your ear, and you shake it off.
Get fucked.
Natalia.
Get fucked.
Charge.
There's
Charge.
a lot of boyos. I don't know. I want the -2 to AC against these people.
So yeah, as you're looking at the battle at the guys in front of you, give me a perception check.
All of us?
No, just Natalia. She's assessing the situation. She's a seasoned warrior. So as you do a quick scan, you see that these are the similar clerics of Azrael you fought earlier, clearly. They don't look like they could put up much of a fight against you, but this orc barbarian, he looks pretty tough, but you're pretty sure you could take him, but there's a lot of them there, so it might be kind of scary. You know immediately, because the guy tried to cast sleep on you, there's a wizard in the back. And it looks like that the cleric over here has positioned himself to protect him in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call back. Y'all need to get up here. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
How do you do it to where you're like in between?
Alt.
Alt, yeah. Hold Alt as you're dragging your character, and then...
Alright.
I like how Natalia's like, y'all need to get up here. And I'm like, I'm okay back here.
Get your asses up here.
So you're swinging at, obviously, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him, and your sword connects with him, and you actually murder him as he falls to your feet.
Why? That guy had more health than the other guy.
Yeah, he's dead at your feet. Anything else?
Nope. I'm good. I might just, like, smile creepily at Orc Fuck.
Alright. He laughs at you and says, "Humans weak. Wait till you get me." And this cleric will look at you and whisper into your ear and try to forbid an
God.
action from you. Make me a will save.
Flipping a will saves. I really need that fucking feat to have a higher will. Whew.
So yeah, you hear the whisper, "Don't raise your weapon. Leave it at your side." And then you kind of shake it off, and you're not affected by his words.
Get fucked.
Escanor, you're lying prone, planking over this hole. What do you want to do?
Try to not play.
Yeah, so you can use up half your move to just get back up on the other side. If you want to try and like pull yourself over to the other side, you can give me an acrobatics check to see if you can do it. If you want to do that. Yeah, so you can use your whole move action and you'll get across. So you're on the other side now. Do you have any ranged weapon you want to throw out here, or?
Yeah, I'll try.
I'll say since you were planking there, both your weapons weren't drawn yet. So you can choose to draw one weapon. Just note, when you switch weapons, you'll have to either take an action to sheath the other one and draw it, or just drop it on the floor and use the other one.
Want some advice?
Hmm.
Defense. Just stand there, go on defense.
I was kind of thinking that. Yeah, I'll go to defense.
Okay. You're taking a defensive
Next turn, you
stance.
should be able to take a full move to get right into range on them. So
This cleric, seeing that go on, he's going to move over here. And he's going to look at Escanor and he's going to say, "You are foolish to come here. Turn on your friends and kill them." And he gives you a murderous command. Give me a will save. Ooh, so as the words enter your head, you shake them off immediately and you don't even... this guy was on his last breath as he gave you that command. It was kind of weak in his voice and you're not even phased in the slightest. Saska.
what if you could bull rush through him? What do you think? You bull rush charge? Like, do you actually do damage when you bull rush? Because I think he's got like 2 health tops.
I believe I read the rules quickly on bull rushing. I don't think it does damage. You're able to pass through them and I think maybe knock them prone or something. But I don't think it does damage to the guy you're
Okay,
charging.
I will. Are you capable of doing damage, Shirase?
I don't really have damaging spells.
Okay, so I should kill that guy then. Okay, so I'll take a shot at the guy I've already hurt.
Sure.
And my second shot will be at that guy. Okay?
Sure.
Oof.
So the
one
first
misses. That's a
shot misses.
crit failure.
It goes, whizzes right by him. The second shot, though, does hit this guy. And it's a solid shot. Goes right in
You're
his
probably
chest.
gonna- Are you going to do critical failure rolls? Because if I drop my weapon, the second shot won't.
Okay, yeah, we are doing critical fails, but you'll notice as the shot was a horrible miss, and it looks like the bow is about to slip out of your hand, but it returns to your hand as it was slipping out.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's my full action.
This cleric here. How far is he?
Well,
from...
I have a question.
Mhm.
So if I do a full round action, I cannot do anything else, not even like a 5-step back?
I think you could do a full 5-step back, but that's all you could do. This cleric here he'll begin to, what does this do? So he chants some words and a dome of silvery a silver veil kind of goes around him, and you see him kind of like in a dome-ish kind of protective shell, and that's all you see from him. Shiraze.
Okay, so I am going to attempt to get over the trap
Sure.
so that I can get closer to Escanor, maybe give him, guidance or whatever?
Yeah. Make me an acrobatics check to hop over this, these broken boards.
Okay.
You don't have any more
I sort
bonuses
of-
for being a catfolk or anything?
I don't think I took those particular racial abilities, but let me make sure.
I reprimand you. What is wrong with you people? It's a 2-foot hole.
But yeah, you're able to. You kind of lose your footing a bit, but you're gonna lose your move at you. Like you can't go any further than that. And I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to use your standard action because, I mean, you probably maybe should have fell, but I'll just say it's a small hole. You're able to get over if you take your time, but you're not gonna be able to use your action to cast anything on this turn.
Okay.
You should have let me help you. I could have encouraged her, right?
Sure. You could have aided another, helped her over the hole. But that would have taken your turn to do that. This barbarian, he's angry and he's gonna go into a rage. So you see him like shout and curse and point at you, Natalia, and he's gonna charge you with his great axe. It says
like
he's
those
10
odds.
feet, but
-4
Yeah.
to AC right there.
does that confirm?
A 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, that confirms.
Okay.
Let's see. Am I dead? I'm dead. Bye, guys. I'm dead.
Are you actually dead?
I'm pretty sure I'm dead, because it's your negative con, right?
What's your con?
14.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That would be a
48? You're way
44,
dead.
and you did 48. I'm pretty sure you just murdered me in one hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I did this correctly, because I don't know if he can rage and do his attack in the same turn. Oh, it doesn't give me the details here. Let me look this up real quick, because this is important, because you could die here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's one side quest we won't have to worry about.
Jesus. Hold on, chill out.
Right? Start re-rolling.
But I go what I want to play
Damn,
now.
my
Rip
mom's gonna be
Natalia.
disappointed. Introduced her to the first 2 women I brought home, and one of them goes and dies.
Okay, yeah, he cannot
Free action.
specifically. Yeah, it's a free action for normal barbarians, but this is a. I'm using a stat block for a certain NPC, and
It's fine. You can kill me.
no. I want to be by the rules because I don't know if he can. It doesn't say if his rage or because he gets more. He gets more damage from his rage than normal rage. So I'm gonna say he can't attack the same turn because he gets way more damage from a normal rage. So yeah, he. I'm gonna say you take half damage from that because he raged and then he charged you. So I'll say he's -4 AC for that, and you're gonna take half damage from his reckless attack. He attacked you recklessly.
So 24 damage.
Yeah,
All right, guys. I got 6 fucking hit.
and that was slashing damage. I don't know if that activates anything for you.
Yep.
And he's in a rage and he says, "Our puny human die before me." And the wizard's turn. He will. How far is Natalia from him? Ooh, okay. He will throw his dagger at you, seeing you're wounded.
Great. Oh my god! What the hell?
He has a natural 20 always hits, but he has a -4 to hit because you're out of his range. So that hits, but the crit will not confirm. And where's his damage here?
Yeah, he doesn't have any.
D4. He's also a human. D4. Dagger's a D4 damage.
Yeah, I'm just programming it into his thing. I don't know why I didn't have it before.
Oh, but it's a masterwork dagger.
Yeah, but it's he's doing a special thing. So yeah, you're gonna take 4 damage, and as it cuts you a bit, you're gonna see the dagger return to him as well. Natalia. The orc's in front of you, grunting heavily. You die now!
Oh my lord. Do I... Let's see, do I Blood Rage to bring my hit points up? But then if anyone damages me more, I'm gonna lose and go probably get knocked out and hopefully not just fucking kill myself.
We don't have you don't have any potions of healing or anything like that?
Nope. I do not. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just gonna hit him and pray to God.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Ignore that.
Ooh, so you're attacking the barbarian?
Yeah.
Okay, he had -4 AC. Where is his character sheet? Okay, yeah, that hits, and you do, and the frost damage is extra damage on top of that?
Yes.
So he grunts as your blade sinks to his side, and you do 14 points of damage. He looks like he's pretty wounded, but he's still ready to fight. You'll pay for that, silly human. Anything else? Sorry, I was half listening because I was typing stuff. You did know you could take a withdraw action and get away from him without taking AO, right?
Nope.
Okay, did you want to do that?
Well, I already attacked him, so
It's okay.
I guess not.
You didn't know you could do it, so do you want to do that?
No, I'll just take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Let me just read this ability really quick. Okay, so he's gonna see Natalia super injured, and he's gonna start laughing maniacally. And you fool should have never have come here. And he reaches out to touch you. So this is a touch attack, so you can get attack of opportunity on him. Oh shit. Okay, well you just straight up murder him as he tries to touch you.
Good.
And
Deserves
he falls.
to die. They all
Oops.
deserve to die.
Wrong thing. Yeah, he dies as he tries to reach out and touch you. Escanor. Natalia's looking hurt. She needs help. This is actually the first time you've seen her in a vulnerable state. So yeah, it might be a little shocking to you, and maybe even more sense of urgency because you've never seen her this in dire need of help.
Is there there's no way for me to actually run past this guy to get to the...
Do you have that talent charge through? Or that feat? I know we were looking at it. I don't know if you ended up taking it. If not, you cannot. You need a straight line to charge. You cannot pass through allies or enemies. You gotta stop at the charge when you hit something. But you could move. I don't know how far you are. I don't think you can reach. Oh yeah, you could reach him and attack, but you'll take an attack of opportunity from that cleric. Which may be worth it. You know, you've seen them fight before, and you know they're not super. They're nowhere as near as a tough opponent as this barbarian.
Okay. Well, knowing that Saska's taking shots from the back, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you're just
I'm
gonna
gonna go around him and go straight for the barbarian.
Stop chatting and focus on the game, Bella. Okay, you're alive. You're fine. Does a 9 hit you as you pass him?
No.
So yeah, he misses and curses at you as you run past him. Did you want to take a shot at this barbarian?
Yes.
Alright, swing at him.
Going to attack with both my weapons.
Has this turn come around again? No, right? So he still has the -4 to his AC?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whoops. He didn't want to do that. He's trying to intimidate you as you hit him. So yeah, both of those will hit. You'll slice into the orc. And he'll be swearing at you as you almost bring him down, actually. Filthy human! I kill you!
Filthy orc, you messed with the wrong crowd.
So this cleric, near death, sees Natalia not much of a threat, but sees Saska doing some damage in the back there. Okay, yeah, he's gonna try and go here. And did I do this right? Yeah. He's gonna try and give Saska a murderous command.
Right back real fast, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So you hear a whisper in your ear to take that bow and start shooting your friends.
You have to tell me which. Is he telling me to shoot my friends, or is he giving me murderous command to kill my friends within the best of my ability?
Yeah, I'm just giving it some flavor, but yeah, the spell is you have the mental urge to kill your nearest
Enchantment?
ally.
Is it
It
an
is
enchantment spell?
Yep, compulsion,
Okay,
mind affecting.
I do get +2 against that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at all my abilities.
Okay, I'm back.
So what did
Welcome
you
back.
say? Will save?
Will save, yep. DC 13 to avoid the urge. And how much bonus do you get?
+2.
Okay, you
Good,
barely
because
avoid
I
the-
can absolutely
Jesus
murder
Christ.
any of you in one shot.
You shake off his words.
Okay,
Saska,
so I need you to tell me, am I fearing for her life?
Natalia's life?
Yes. Does she look like she's gonna die?
She looks very injured. She's bloodied.
Okay.
She looks like
Then-
another hit will take her down. Yep.
Alright, I lose my shit.
Okay, you lose your shit.
It's over here.
I am going to use my death oath. So basically, for RP, you guys hear me shout to the heavens. I gotta see what I'm supposed to shout. Death to those who have wronged me. Now, I need to know, I'm gonna use rapid shot.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a shot, see that I've killed whatever target I'm aiming at, and then choose to shoot at somebody else, or do I need to choose my shots now?
You can designate them, so you can make the first shot and see
Okay,
what happens.
first shot is at the orc. Second shot is at the wizard.
Do you have talents
Oh,
avoiding
no.
the melee? No, he's in melee.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have precise shot, and I actually can't do that because this shot only works against whoever I declare my mortal enemy.
Yeah, so who do you declare your
Okay,
mortal
so both
enemy?
shots at the orc. You ready for
Okay.
this shit? That's one.
So wait, hold
That's
on.
two.
At the first shot, the arrow pierces right through his skull and actually pins him to the stone wall. It goes so hard through that his head is now stuck to the wall, and he's like pinned against the wall, lifeless immediately after the first shot.
Okay, doesn't matter. I shoot him again.
Okay.
No, I guess I'll take the second shot at this guy here. But this
Yeah,
is just a normal shot. It's not.
there are penalties to shooting someone who is not the enemy, right?
No. What happens is I declare you my enemy. Now the bow functions differently until that person is dead.
So he is
Okay.
dead. Oh,
That
so now it's
person
back
is
to
now
normal.
dead,
Okay.
so it shifts back to just being normal shot.
All right. So yeah, at the
Okay.
other shot, you.
So the second one does. I'm not going to use that roll. I'm going to re-roll just a single shot with my old bow, if that's okay.
Sure. He's barely alive. You shoot him. The force of the arrow forces him down, and he falls into the pit.
It's so hard. It actually shoots him like 40 feet back and pins him to the other guy. I'm kidding. It doesn't do that.
Let me read. This guy has this protective dome around him. Does this break if he attacks at all?
You see that shit though with Death's Oath?
That's insane.
I'm fucking plus 13 to hit.
Never seen anything explode.
My damage.
I'm very confused
is-
as to why there's a pinned orc on the wall.
My damage is 1d8 plus 11, 2d6 plus 11. Just wait till I find my father, okay? You just wait. My father's gonna be like, 20th level paladin or something.
All right. So he. Oh no! It's only just him and his friend over here. Okay. So he's gonna back up, and actually. He's going to go back this way with a full move action. And there, I don't know if anyone wants... who's in sight of this? Okay, Natalia and Escanor, you can make me perception checks to see what he's going towards. Okay, yeah, you see he's headed to a cage, and there's someone in the cage. It looks like a...
Where are you going? I thought you were gonna kill.
He laughs maniacally and heads toward the cage where there is a human male who looks very skinny, looks like starved. With those perception checks, Natalia, you see this is a man. He kind of looks familiar to you. Escanor, this is your father. He's hard to see, but you can tell it's him, but he just looks like a former shadow of his former self. But
wow,
alive.
a former shadow of his former self?
Former shadow of himself. Okay.
He's the shadow formerly known as Self.
And you see this guy beginning to like pull him out of the cage. Shiraze.
All right. I am going to move over to Natalia, and I'm going to use my wand of Cure Light Wounds on her.
Okay, and you kill her because it's positive. No.
Jeez.
And she heals for 3.
It's not much, but every bit helps.
Stops the bleeding.
Yes.
And that's
there's
my
no
turn.
bleeding. Okay. So this guy, seeing that all of his friends are dead and the last guy that was protecting him has left him, what will he
Left
do?
him or died? I
No,
wasn't.
he had a guy in
I
front
wasn't
of him.
looking. And what happened to him?
Well,
He went over to the cage.
you didn't see that, but well, now you
But
see
yeah.
where he is. But
So the human wizard is still chilling there. Okay, cool.
it's his turn. Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. I can't see that. My vision doesn't allow it.
So he is going to. He's going to come over here with a full move action. So he took 30 feet of movement and he comes up to Escanor and he approaches with his hands in the air and he says, I was just hired by these guys. I don't want to die here. I will help you guys finish this if you promise not to. You promise to let me go after this.
So Escanor picks him up, carries him over to the pit, and says, "Remember when I said I promised to let you go?"
He also points out that he did not cast any harmful spells. He just tried to sleep you. He did not want to kill anyone. He says, as you're looking at him, yeah, you can see he's sincere with his words. He does not want to die here. He clearly just was here for a job or something, and it feels like he's in over his head now. People started dying around him all of a sudden. You guys came out of nowhere and were killing things, and he just wants to get out of here. He's clearly a mercenary. He doesn't look like he's with these guys.
In a very angry tone, trying to be as calm as I can. Actions speak louder than words. You stop that son of a...
Okay, so as you say that, he'll turn to the cleric and he'll cast Sleep on him. And the cleric... and he's casting a spell in melee of you, so you can take an attack of opportunity if you want on him.
Okay,
as he casts
so...
the spell at the cleric.
Did I hear him say that?
Hear who? The wizard?
Did I hear the wizard say that?
Yeah, he's
okay,
not speaking quietly.
I yell to Escanor. How many dwarves were there in this encampment? Like 14?
There were about 30 to 40.
I say there were 40 dwarves in this mining encampment who are all dead now. Escanor.
I put my hand up with one finger, waiting to make sure the spell actually complete.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So he.
And I kind of fathom that Escanor's waiting for him to stop the cleric, and then he's going to take some action.
So yeah, the spell goes over at the cleric, but the cleric resists and he stays awake. But you clearly have seen magic transpire. You can make me a spellcraft check to see if you knew he did cast a sleep spell. Maybe.
Me?
No, Escanor, because he's like intently watching him. Shiraza, you can make me one too. Yeah, so Shiraza, you know he tried to cast sleep on the cleric over there.
What did you want me to?
Spell, if you care to try to see what spell he was casting, but clearly he was casting a spell at the cleric. But maybe just to know he wasn't pretending or something, or casting like a harmless spell. So yeah, Natalia, you also recognize that was a sleep spell he tried to cast on the cleric. You guys can just tell Escanor this if he's looking at
Escanor, he is speaking true. He just tried to put the cleric to sleep.
Do you guys pay attention to when I cast something? Like, do you not cast, but do something? Do you read the notes?
I mean, I do.
Sometimes, yeah.
Did you guys ever read the note of what happens when I shoot my oath bow?
It's isn't it just what you said?
Death to those who have wronged me.
So whenever I use my oath bow, even normally, whenever I have an arrow knocked and I draw the bow back like I'm going to shoot, you will hear the whispered phrase, "Swift defeat to my enemies."
In Elven.
Yes.
So I'm letting you know, Shirazi, if you can hear that, you hear that noise.
Escanor, your turn. There's a wizard with his back to you and a cleric reaching in for your father in a cage.
And I don't know if Escanor can hear that or not. I'm letting you know in a cool RP way that I'm about to shoot the wizard.
This one right next to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I did see you raise your finger like hold on, so I might wait. Especially if you hint, give me a hang on, or
So I'm gonna say in Elven to hold his fire because I'm inclined to show mercy to the wizard.
He's too far away.
charge him. I can't see, so I don't know what's over there.
You're a little bit too far to charge. You only can move double your speed, I think.
Yeah.
How far is your speed?
20.
Take
Oh,
your
okay.
gear.
Well, you can run 4 times your distance.
Yeah, but then he won't be able to attack.
Charge, you can only do. Well, but you could run right up to him at least.
Yeah,
Get
you could do
closer.
that.
I don't know.
I've been taken completely off the turn order.
What? Oh, because
Yeah, actually, technically, she should have been before me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I accidentally deleted your token.
Oh.
Roll initiative again. What was your number before? Do you remember?
I can scroll up and see it if you'd like.
Did you miss your other turn?
I was gonna say I thought she was.
Probably. I was
Oh,
like,
that was
I
my
feel like
bad.
it's been forever since
It
I
was
went, and then I
16.
looked at the turn order and was like, ooh, I'm not on there anywhere.
That was
It
my
was
bad.
16.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I
Oops.
didn't realize.
Yeah, because when I accidentally deleted her token instead of the orc, I took her off the turn order. That was my bad. Yeah. So, I mean, there would have been. So you could have killed the wizard. Do you want to kill the wizard or attack him for your
think-
last turn? If you missed one, you could attack for free on him if you want.
No.
Okay.
Don't you have extra movement though,
I have
as a
30
barbarian?
Yes,
thought you had
but
plus 10.
my armor gives me minus 10, so it's back to 30 basically.
Okay.
I don't know, this is all confusing now because of probably missing a turn, so I don't I guess
What do you want? What do you want to happen? Do you want to be next to him and attack?
I was just gonna try to see if I could charge the
Sure.
one across the
You can charge
room, but
him.
I'm like 5 feet out of range.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say you could have moved the half the distance last turn then.
That makes the vision pretty screwy, but
Is that a charge already in there, or do you have more?
no. You would have to put charge on top of that.
Okay, so yeah, you hit him. And is your frost damage still active?
It probably would have been. I took it off, but I think I missed a turn.
Okay. He's barely alive after you swipe at him.
That'd be the
Yep.
frost
So then the
damage.
frost damage comes to him and he dies. We'll stay in the turn order just for now. Anyone want to stay in combat with the wizard, or are you content with just going out of combat if you don't plan on attacking him?
I would prefer to just go out of combat. I feel
Well-
like we're not murderers.
Well, we'll just go through one turn order because Saska was contemplating killing this man. So, Escanor, your turn. Do you want to do anything?
I turned around and nodded at Saska and let him do what he was going to.
Okay. I assume you use your movement to go towards your father.
Yep.
Okay. Sasuke, your turn.
So I heard what Shirasi said, that she sides in the favor of mercy, and I say back to her in Elven, there were 40 dwarves in this mining camp, and I knew them all. And I kill him.
Jesus.
Teleports behind you. Everything personal, kid.
Hold on, let me just... I want to see if he knew Elven, if he could have responded in time. He does not know Elven. Okay. Oof.
34 damage. Oh, and if he's human, add another 4 to
Yeah,
that.
he's eviscerated off the face of the earth. You kill him
The
instantly.
face of the earth.
His back was toward you, and the arrow just kind of like goes right in the back. Or you have 2 arrows. So we'll just say 2 arrows in the back of the head, and he just drops to the floor with a thud.
The arrow was traveling at so fast a speed it opened a portal in his mind.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
You guys.
Okay.
There's all these
I
bodies
am
of
going
clerics,
to...
an orc, and a wizard, and Escanor's father barely alive in this cage. He's barely
Okay.
conscious as you pull him out, and he cannot speak or anything. He's just barely alive.
Can I cast the cure wand on him?
Sure.
That's my acrobatics to get across the...
Yeah, you can take time and get across quick, like with if someone helps you across anyway. But yeah.
I gotta say, that hole is fucking menace.
That was definitely the hardest thing we had to fight here.
Yeah, don't tell that to Natalia.
I did.
So yeah, the wand, the magical energy leaves the wand and goes into him, and he kind of sighs back and it closes his eyes, and you can see like it looks like he just kind of like passed out, but it looks like he's in a better state. But it looks like he just like passed out from like the shock of like everything that's going on and all that. So he is unconscious at the moment, but he's clearly alive and not in any mortal danger of dying.
Alright. And I also want to cast a cure wand on Natalia.
Sure. You can keep casting it on her to heal her up if you want, or you can stop it.
Yeah. So Natalia, just keep adding to your...
As Shiraza is doing the healing on Natalia, I put my hand on her shoulder and trying to calm down out of the rage, I look at her and I say, "Thank you for saving my father's life."
I put my hand on top of his and said, "Of course. I'm glad that we made it in time."
I look over to Natalia as well and thank her as well, and ask and say that, you know, I realize that she put herself in mortal danger in saving someone she doesn't even. If there was ever anything you need from me, just let me know.
I'll turn to him and I'll say, in that case, no judgment for what you're about to see. I'm gonna walk over to the orc and fucking... I'm gonna drink some of his motherfucking blood.
Okay, does this mechanically do anything to you?
No, not
Okay.
really. But I'm pissed and I'm angry and he almost killed me, and technically, like, blood kind of does nourish Dampiers. Like,
So-
not like
So
in
you
a
do this in
sense
front
where
of
I would
everyone?
get...
Everyone just sees you
Yeah,
drink
if you do this
guy's
in
blood?
front of everyone, okay, I'm gonna like pay attention. Like, did you just see the fucking fangs come out of her mouth?
Yeah, I do it in front of everyone. Fuck it.
Okay, give
I
me
give no
a
fucks
quick
anymore.
description of what happens to Natalia as she goes to feast on the flesh of her fallen victims.
So my eyes get like blood red, and you just see me with like this like really intense face of like rage and hunger, and then like fangs elongate, and I just like whip my head down and bite into his neck, and like you like just don't see anything, and then I come up and like my face and mouth is just covered in blood, and my eyes are just like glowing super fucking red.
Yeah,
Would
does
I have-
anyone have any comments about this?
Would I have to make a knowledge check to know that that was a Dampier?
Nice game.
Yes. Give me a knowledge, either history or I think only history. You'd have to have, because Dampiers are very rare. Yeah, you may have heard some folk tales of creatures that feasted on the flesh of others, but you've never heard of or
That
seen
sounds
one
like-
of in a long time. There's never been one like sighted, or like you've never seen in all your time in this land. You've never heard of anyone saying they've
So
seen
only history?
like
You said
this.
knowledge history of that?
If you can sell me on another check, maybe.
Uh,
Where else would you have encountered this? How old are you?
me?
Shiraz?
I'm
Yeah.
not that old.
I was gonna say Shiraze's only 20.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
just because he's half elf. I don't know if he had like a longer.
No, but half elves mature at the human rate, so I'm only 22.
Yeah, you would.
Like if I was an elf, I'd be like 122. But
Yeah, unless you can sell me another knowledge check, it would have to be you'd have to know history to know one of these things.
I mean, I can make a small case for nature, but I'm not going
Sure,
to.
give me a nature check. See if you can tell when she.
Well, my nature check is considerably higher, so.
Yeah, so in combination with your history and nature, Shiraze, you've heard vaguely of these creatures of the night that used to drink people's blood, and there were some horror stories about them, but it's never been confirmed. No one's ever seen one in centuries, and it's all been rumor. Yeah, so you can't tell what, like you've just heard that there's like some like you've heard basically through like fairy tales of like for like scary stories for kids, like, oh, make sure you go to bed at night because the dark creatures out there and they're gonna drink your blood, kind of thing. Like you've never heard anything specific, like, oh, like yes, that is a Dampier or anything like that. You just know like this reminds you of
Well,
that
I wouldn't
scary
have said
story
Dampier. I
you've
would have
read
just
once.
said vampire. Because vampires are pretty prevalent as far as myths go.
Yes, okay.
Dampiers,
so you heard
no, but vampires, yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't seem vampiric at all. The way she did this seems more something different. But from the scary fairy tales of vampires, you kind of get the feeling like maybe she's a vampire, but you don't know for sure. And yeah, Sasuke, you get like a similar vibe. You get like vampire vibes when you see her like bite him. Where do you bite him in the neck? I assume. But yeah, so
Yes.
yeah. You guys can say anything to her if you want as she does this.
I will look troubled.
I mean,
I
she's
don't-
over by the orc's body, right?
Yeah, so if you're paying attention to your dad, you probably wouldn't notice this unless you're like looking back at it.
I mean, I saw
Because
her
the orc
do
is
it,
pinned to
but
the wall over here. And you'd be looking this way if you were.
I saw her do it, but I'm still very angry and upset at the whole situation. And she did ask for no judgment, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I
like,
just-
sorry,
I
go
just
ahead.
kind of raise my eyebrows. I don't make a comment because I feel like that commenting on something that is clearly very emotional for her would be rude. You know, like I don't know if she's doing this. I don't know if she's doing this because she's a vampire or maybe she's just angry. You know, like
Well-
I just
Yeah, so you know she definitely wouldn't be a vampire because you clearly healed her, and you know, like from the fairy tales, that like positive energy should never like heal evil
right.
creatures and stuff like that. And you've been with her, and you've never seen her kill and eat people. And vampires typically, the random fairy tales you've heard, would need to sustain themselves on blood and stuff like that. So clearly something's not like. Maybe she was just super pissed and just fucking bit him. Like you don't know. But
yeah.
No.
So
No.
I'm just
Her
trying.
fa-
not
her
to
face
judge
got
her.
her face got all weird and her eyes glowed red. Okay, I don't care how angry I, Jaeger, in real life get, my eyes will never fucking glow
So
red.
yeah, if you were, give me a perception checks if you were intently watching her do this. But if you were like, this was like a heat of the moment thing, you'd have to have been focused on her to see those specifics. So give me a perception check. Yeah, so Sasuke definitely noticed the change in her demeanor as she did this, and he can kind of put two and two together. He's seen that she's stronger than the average human. She seems supernatural to you at this point. But your mind doesn't immediately go to evil creature and creature of the night kind of thing. You just know that clearly there's more than meets the eye with Natalia. I don't
I
know.
would like to point
Yeah.
out that technically, Natalia's eyes are like I have color written down as red. Like they'd probably be more like amber-ish with a red tinge, but like they would have like become even more and like seemingly glowing red. But technically, she kind of already has close to red.
And technically, the orc was against the wall, so no one would have been able to see your face really, unless they like ran around to look at you as you did that.
That's why I deliberately asked, is she showing this?
Well,
Well,
'Cause frankly,
she
I
started
hate to
doing
say
this
this,
when
but
she
she's
turned
doing it.
around and started walking toward.
yeah, like she's showing it as in like you could tell she like bit into his neck, but you didn't see like her eyes and stuff like that. But you could tell her demeanor changed, her body kind of got more muscular or something like that, and you could see that she was like biting him in the neck and like draining his life force. Or well, he didn't have any life force, but you know what I mean. You could tell that she.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring this up, how to bring it up to the party
well, you
without
just
it just being stupid. No,
You-
just let me finish for a second,
yeah.
okay? Because I have to report this to Arendelle, okay?
maybe.
and I haven't told them yet that I'm actually reporting on them, but I feel bad for doing it, so
Well, you can tell them.
I'm
talk
not
to
quite.
them about it.
Saska's conflicted right now.
Sure.
Like that was fucking weird. Okay,
yeah,
and
you
she's
all-
looking for some elf to kill, and I'm reporting to the elves on some kind of elven threat. You know,
Has she told you she's looking to kill him? She just said you just know she's looking for this guy. I don't know if she's actually
I've
said.
never said
Yeah.
why I'm looking for him.
That's true. She's never actually said she's looking to kill this guy.
You've only heard me
Okay.
say I'm looking for someone named Elroth, and you assume it's an elf because Elroth is typically an elf name, but that's about it.
Yes.
Maybe she wants to marry him.
And I never showed anyone that note either.
Correct.
I read it and pocketed it, so no one's seen that note. And I don't know if anyone was even close enough to hear that guy say Elroth sends his regards. You just saw him pull out a knife and try to kill me. I don't know if you guys technically heard that.
I don't remember exactly how he said it, but his intention was he whispered it because he was behind her, so he's like,
Yeah,
he wanted
so
to
I don't
like
think
whisper
well,
it to
I
you,
mean,
so-
I know you're searching for Elroth because you
yeah, you know
we
she's
talked
searching
about
for
that in
this
the
guy.
library, but
you don't
other
know
than
why.
that,
You don't know why though. You could ask her. But yeah, I was just gonna say like this is all like a heat of the moment. You just had a tough combat. Crazy shit was going down. This all happened in like minutes, so you didn't really have time to like analyze everything like so precisely. So this is done.
Gingy just said they had a power surge and things are coming back on now. Just because I know you don't get Discord notifications.
Oh, did they both just get kicked out?
no.
Yeah, they just had a power surge flash, so
Oh.
they're still in Discord, but I think it's just because Discord hasn't booted them out yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the orc wizard
I'll be right back.
take a bite out of his neck, see if it does anything for me.
Do you actually do this?
No,
Okay.
you should know by now.
I know. I'm gonna ask, man. I don't know. People
Okay,
want
I'm
to do
back.
crazy shit. Welcome back. After certain games I've played, people like to do some crazy shit, so I just gotta confirm when people are saying they do things. Okay. I've seen crazy shit.
But this is the end of the mine, or were there more passage?
No, you fully explored it. I believe you could.
So we didn't find the rest of the dwarves.
Oh, I didn't give you a description of this room when you look around.
Oh,
so I will
okay.
give you that when they get back.
I was just gonna say too, like while we're waiting and while I'm over, I'm gonna be searching this dude's body and anyone else who's close by.
Yeah, I was probably going to do the same thing.
Sorry,
While they're
who's
gone, you
who's
can just
this
give me
dude?
a.
The
orc.
orc.
The orc. Okay, I will.
Yeah,
tell you
I'll
that.
check the wizard while they're gone. That way I can write stuff down, and when they get back, we could just move on.
Sure.
You want me to write stuff down that you find, Bella, or are you taking care of it?
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm dealing with a baby on my lap now, and she's trying
Okay.
to get bored.
So the orc has nothing super to note. He just has his weapon on him and 2 javelins. And his armor he was wearing was scale mail. So you can take
Okay.
those if you want.
Was the weapon of any kind of quality?
It's just a normal
Like
great
masterwork?
axe.
No?
Nope,
Okay.
Just a normal great axe.
So those are pretty tame. I suggest we leave those.
And
Plus, the scale mail has two
Didn't even
giant
have a
fucking
cool
holes in it.
weapon.
Sorry, Bella, what were you saying?
I was just saying, I can't believe this douche doesn't even have a fucking cool weapon for the fact that he pretty much should have killed me in one hit.
Yeah, it's just a normal great axe.
What a douche.
And you're searching the wizard?
Yep.
He has he's got a scroll, a wand, or two. He's got 2 wands on him, and he has various maps. I can give you the details later. A masterwork dagger, some various notebooks, and a spell book. What are you trying to identify? In order,
Oh,
I
jeez,
guess.
that
Just in,
spammed it. That was weird.
just in the
Sorry,
order
it
I
wasn't
said
making the sound.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I'm
Money?
thinking of it.
Did either of them have any money?
They did. The wizard had a pouch full of. Let me look up here. 100 gold pieces. You will also find on him one of those ruby coins with the black hand in the center of it.
And the orc? Any money on the orc?
The orc has no money on him.
Okay. What about all the various clerics?
One cleric fell through the floor, so you can try to get that body if you want. If not, the other clerics have no money on them. They each have those silver emblems that I described to you earlier. If you want to refresh, I can tell you what that is again. They also have. They had masterwork swords.
Long or short?
Let me check what they had on them. They had short masterwork short swords. There are a few crossbows lying around as well. They look like heavy crossbows. There are 2 of them against the wall.
Yeah, I don't care about those. And the masterwork short swords I'll take because those are worth about 300 gold each.
Okay.
So I got.
Oh, and there were 3 black eggs on some of the clerics as well. I don't know if you want those.
Like literally eggs that are black, or
Yeah,
like...
they look like eggs that have been blackened maybe by coal or soot or something. Like if you wipe it, it'll
Okay,
come off.
I'm pretty familiar with what egg bombs look like. These are egg bombs.
Yes.
Okay,
So
I
yeah,
got
my
that written down.
spellcraft checks are supposed to be scroll, wand. So just ignore
Okay.
the 2 and 14.
I
didn't
need to
hear
use the
my thing
restroom, so I'll
going
be right
off,
back.
So
Sure.
I didn't think it was.
So you said scroll, wand?
Scroll, wand.
Scroll, wand. So you know this one scroll is a scroll. Jaeger was writing it down though, right? I can tell him.
Yeah. Well,
Just so you know.
I got it. I'm just gonna add it to after what he wrote.
Okay, yeah. So it's a scroll of magic circle against chaos. Wand of silent image that has 50 charges. And the last one, you're not sure. It just looks like a stick to you.
Your barbarian was OP.
he wasn't supposed to crit.
Well, he did. Would have been like a overkill of like 5 hit points too. Like my entire health, my entire con, and 5 extra.
Damn. Don't mess with orcs.
I'm about to become a ranger and have a favored enemy now. Jesus. Death to all orcs.
That's racism.
Well, he just about murdered me, so I don't care.
It's true.
We can actually say he did murder me and you just decided to be soft.
Listen. Hey, I went sort of soft. I still made them target you. The guy threw his
True.
dagger at you.
True.
Masterwork dagger, and it did full damage, so... I could have just made everyone not attack you, but they still went for you. And that guy tried to do a
Yeah.
touch attack to you as well, and you murdered him with the attack of opportunity, so...
I
If
just
you would have
got
missed that
lucky.
attack, he may have killed you.
Yeah, true. What was he trying to cast on me?
Touch of Chaos. Well, that was me going soft using Touch of Chaos. He could have done inflict critical wounds or inflict moderate wounds and killed you as well. But Touch of Chaos just makes you roll 2 dice and you take the lower every time you attack.
Hmm.
But it made sense RP wise because he's chaotic, so he's just like does crazy shit. So I can't believe you guys murdered every wizard. But are you okay with how it went down? Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
I don't know if Jose or thing are gonna come back, but we'll just call it here, I guess. We'll do experience and shit later.
Yeah, I mean, they said everything was coming back